Welcome to our YouTube channel. It's another weekend for our weekly analysis where we talked about what we expect of the market the previous week and what actually comes to fruition. Today's date is 27th of the month of April 2025. Why the analysis for today will be what I'll be using from the 28th to the 2nd of May 2025. So without wasting much of our time, let's dive straight into today's business because I don't want it to be a very lengthy session. So we start with our bill weather, which is our dollar index. What am I watching last week, and how does the market plays out? So as of last week, I was interested in the market price finding its way into 98.500. So 98.500 happens to be somewhere around the consequence encroachment of this blue shaded area, 98.500. So, and I said the moment 98.500 gives way and we see a movement below 98.500, then we should be expecting 97 big figure. But if we could not see a movement standing below 98,500, then I'll be interested in my previous week's bias, which is pointing at 100.500. Yes, so 100.500. So we have traded into 100 big figure, and 100.500 was still left untouched. So what that means is that I'm still interested in that same level because the market price has started going towards that level. So I'm still interested in 100.500 on the what? On the dollar index, which is my baseline. So let's go to GBP USD, which is the cable last week. I was interested in the market price gravitating into 1.34343. Yeah, 1.34343. That was the volume imbalance, the weekly volume imbalance. Let's switch to the weekly chart so that we have a larger view. The volume imbalance, the consequence encroachment of that weekly, this was the volume imbalance shaded in yellow. This volume imbalance. So the consequence encroachment of it has been traded into, which means it has been traded into, and 1.34343 was just short of some movements. The eye of that candle comes in as 1.34239. Yeah, the eye of that candle comes in as um sorry, the eye of that candle comes in at why the eye of that candle comes in at 1.34239. 1.34239. So just a little movement into 1.34343. So the coming week, how will I how will I decide with what I have here? The coming week, since the market has traded into the volume imbalance, I'll be watching the consequent encroachment of this yellow shaded area. If we find a movement below it, if the market price stays below it, then I'll be coming for this lowest angle fruit here, which is 1.32 thousand. 1.32 thousand. So if 1.32 thousand gives way to the downside, then we are coming to 1.31 thousand on the downside. 1.32 thousand and 1.31 thousand on the downside. But if the market price could move and trade above this consequent encroachment of the weekly volume imbalance, if that weekly volume imbalance serves, as in, I mean the consequent encroachment of the volume imbalance, if it serves as a support to the price, then I'll be watching 1.35 thousand on the upside. 1.35 thousand on the upside. But the moment the consequent encroachment of this yellow area serves as a resistance to the price, then I'll be watching 1.32 thousand and 1.31 thousand. That is that on cable. Then let's go to our fiber, which is the Euro USD. Euro USD, I was expecting, if the market price found support around 1.12575 sorry, they should be able to see 1.15 thousand. Yeah, 1.15 thousand, which we saw being traded into. That is, if the market price found support around 1.127 sorry, 1.12757. Yes, this level here, 1.12757, which we saw 1.1500 being traded into. Now, as it is now, how will I interpret this? The coming week, I will see if the market price will be interested in trading into that same level. Is the level becoming a resistance, or still want to serve as a support? If that level if the level 1.12757 serves as a support to the price again, then I'll be watching 1.1600. Oh, sorry, 1.16 thousand. I'll be watching 1.16 thousand. But the moment 1.12757 becomes a resistance to the price, then I'll be watching 1.11000. That is 1.11 thousand. So if we happen to find the resistance around that area, then we'll be watching 1.11000 for the lowest hanging fruits. So I will have enough confidence in trading into 1.10 thousand if it got into, if the market price trades towards 1.12086 here 1.12086. So that's how I would decide on that. Then let's go to S&P 500. On S&P 500 last week, I was interested in the previous week's buyers. What does the previous week's buyer says? The previous week's buyer says I am interested in 5500. 5500. Oh, why? Let me okay. Let me change this. We and go back. So the previous week's buyer says I'm interested in 5500. 5500. Has it been taken? Yes. 5500 has been what? Has been taken. It has been traded into. Sorry. My next decision. How do I make such decision? Then I'm watching the market price reaction. Is the level 5500 wants to act as a support to the price, or it wants to act as a resistance to the price? That'll be the next question I'll be asking. If the market price stays above the consequent encroachment of this yellow shaded area, which is an actual liquidity void encompassed with volume imbalance. So are they gonna serve as a support to the price? If they serve as a support to the price, then we are coming into 5600. We are coming to 5600. But if the level 5500 serves as a support to the price, yes, we'll be going for 5600 and above. But if the level serves as a resistance to the price, then I'll be interested in the market price coming as far as 5350 or 5300. So if it serves as a support to the price, then I'll be watching 5600 and 5650. But if this level was unable to trade above, sorry, and it serves as a resistance to the price, then I'll be watching 5350 and 5300. So simple. So let's go to our Dow futures. Dow futures last week I was also interested in my previous week's buyers that was pointing at 41,000. Yes. That was pointing at 41,000. So we are yet to trade into 41,000. We are yet to trade into 41,000. But personally, I'm still interested in that level. 41,000 been taken, because the moment 41,000 has been taken, nothing will stop us from getting close to 42,000. So the market price still stays around that level of 41,000. So I'm still interested in 41,000. And if we are to come down, I will not be interested in anything below 39,000. So 39,000 will be my my support level. As long as the market price stays above 39,000 as a support, then we should see 41,000. As long as the market price stays above 39,000 as a support, then we should be able to see 41,000, because the level 40,000 has been traded into already. So since 40,000 has been taken, we should be able to see 41,000 as well. Then to our Nasdaq. Nasdaq last week I was interested in the previous week's buyers pointing at 19,500 and 20,000. So still being interested in those level. 19,500, yes, 19,500 was short of some movement because the eye of this candle comes in as 19,464. The eye of that candle comes in as 19,464.70. So that means I'm still interested in 19,000 being delivered. I want that level to be delivered beautifully, to be it. So if you are coming down, I'll be watching the price coming down up to 18,400. 18,400 and 18,000. 18,400, 18,000. As long as the market price stays above those levels, then 19,500 is visible. 19,500 is visible. 19,500 and 20,000, they are visible. But the moment the market price stays trade below 18,000, then I'll have to change my gears to something else. So I'll have to change my gear into watching 17,200 or thereabouts. But I'm not yet convinced. So that is just telling you the level I'll be able to bear a kind of it. So going to gold. Gold last week, I was interested in the market price staying above 31,000 and deliver 3,100 and deliver 3,400, even if you should see 3,500. But beautifully, we have seen 3,500 up to the what? Up to the tick. The eye of that candle comes in as what? 3,500.02. So, and the market price still remains above 3,100. So that level has been taken. Then what will I be expecting? Since gold is creating all-time highs, all-time highs, all-time highs, I'll be watching can the gold trade into 3450 again. If it gives 3450, 3450 is my lowest hanging fruit, then I'll be watching 3,500 again, if possible 3,600 on the upside. But on the downside, I'll be expecting like 3,200 to serve as a support to that price. 3,200 should serve as a support to gold. So to the last but not the least, the BTC. The BTC last week I was interested in up movement because I've said the moment the market price crosses 90,000 and we see 90,000 be traded into, we should be able to see 100,000 again. We should be able to see 100,000 again, 100,000 again. But we have traded above 90,000 now. The lowest hanging fruit will be 98,000 on the upside. 98,000 on the upside. Why 90,000? 90,000. Yes, on the downside, I'll be watching 90,000 on the downside. 90,000 on the downside. So I'll be watching 98,000 on the upside and 90,000 on the downside. That tells you that 90,000 should be able to serve as a support to the price. The moment 90,000 serves as a resistance to the price, then we are coming down into 82, 80, 78. But the moment the market price stays above 90,000, then we should be able to see 98,000 and 100,000 being visited. So thank you for coming this far with us. Thank you for coming this far. Thank you for being part of the family. Really love and appreciate you guys. A quick disclaimer before I leave. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Everything in this video is for educational purpose alone. The fact that I have my money behind it doesn't mean you should do the same thing. Because trading the forex market comes with risk, and you having a calculative risk, you should have the necessary knowledge, the prerequisite knowledge before venturing into the foreign exchange market. So thank you once again and have a lovely and a productive week ahead. Bye for now.